Hello, I'm Alex and welcome to TechRow. So I have two balls, here and here. One is for the MX Ergo and the other is for the Kensington Blade Pro. These are two of the most popular trackball mice today, and for good reason. I've been switching between both of them for over a year and a half now, and it's completely changed my mind on using trackball mice. Why are people still using trackball mice? Is it pure nostalgia, or are there actual advantages over laser mice that most people use today? There are a lot of advantages when it comes to using trackballs, but it really comes down to three main things: ergonomics, workspace, and precision or workflow. These kind of go hand in hand. I'll go over each of these reasons, and by the end of the video, hopefully you'll have a better sense of whether or not you want to try trackball mice or stick with laser mice forever. Ergonomics. Ergonomics is very important, especially if you work at a computer for a long period of time. Maybe you work remotely, or you just work at a computer all day, you're doing online classes, you play video games for hours, whatever it is, it's that tense, repetitive motion that can start to affect your body long term. This is why a lot of people started looking into other options, part of why I looked into other options. I used a vertical mouse for a little bit and that didn't really solve my issue, but then I tried trackball mice and that actually did. Trackballs are an excellent alternative because you're not actually moving your wrist or arm at all. With this design, you're simply moving your thumb. I use this mouse every day at work where there are a lot of repetitive tasks like copying, pasting, things like that. And I keep my arm at a 90-degree angle and my wrist is kept completely still. I keep it in a relaxed, natural position where I'm not squeezing the mouse or firmly gripping the sides at all. But where this mouse really shines, it's its ability to change angles on the fly from 10 degrees, 20 degrees, and 35 degrees, which allows you to change it depending on what's most comfortable for you at the time. One thing to keep in mind though are these angled mice like thumb mice are usually right-handed only, but there are some mice out there that have a left-handed option, but it's going to be a little bit more limited in your selection. If you're looking for something more ambidextrous, then the Kensington Blade Pro might be a better option for you. Next, let's talk about workspace. Workspace is important because you need to feel comfortable where you work, but you also need to access different things without really reaching or struggling to get to them. Sometimes that means our workspace can be a little busy, but sometimes we just let our workspace get messy. Regardless, we usually still need to allocate enough space around our mouse to allow for movement. Unfortunately, laser mice really fail in these situations to meet those needs, especially when it comes to space that's inherently limited. For example, you need to work on a project on a small coffee table or a cramped plane tray table. Then good luck sliding your mouse over and over and over and over. Trackball mice thrive in these situations because they don't require much space to have full control. You can completely cover your desk edge to edge and still use your trackball with no problems at all. It's great for video editing, music production, and when you don't feel like getting up from the couch. So we know trackball mice are ergonomic and don't need much space, but are they even accurate? Absolutely. Some people believe that using a trackball can be difficult because they think they're inaccurate, but really it's just a matter of getting used to it and adjusting your mouse sensitivity. The learning curve doesn't take much time at all, and eventually it becomes second nature. You don't even think about it. I find it really convenient to be able to make really finely controlled motions for creating visuals, and then quickly spinning the ball in order to zip across my double monitors. It's also really important to turn on mouse acceleration in order to have different relative mouse speeds for these two motions. On some trackballs, you can actually use their software that's online, typically and free, to assign a button to slow down the mouse cursor down to like a crawl. This is actually really helpful for making pixel perfect adjustments, like when you're editing graphics or adding fine details, but then you can go back to your regular mouse accelerated speed and zip across the double monitor I mentioned earlier. If you think you might want to pick up a trackball and try it, there are a lot of really great options out there. You don't need to spend a ton of money, but you'd need to first figure out what you would use it for and what form factor you may prefer. If you want something really casual for use with like long work sessions, possibly with repetitive motions, then you might want a thumb operated trackball. However, if you prefer something that's more ambidextrous with a lot of precision or great macro keys, then you may want one that's operated with your index and middle finger or fingertip trackballs. Logitech also has options similar to the MX Ergo, but less expensive. It has the same overall shape and software, but with one less remappable button. It's all plastic, so you don't get that nice rubber finish. It has one angle, but it's only half the price. This is probably the more popular option for most people because it's inexpensive and has a lot of the same features, and people who have been using trackballs for years prefer it, and people who are barely trying trackballs also prefer it. So what do you think? Would you give trackball mice a try, or are you sticking to your regular mouse forever no matter what? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and want more of this kind of content, then let me know by dropping a like and subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for watching Tech Girl. I'm Alex, and I'll talk to you next time.